Well, I'm sure the Taoiseach is well aware that former IRA volunteers did engage fully with the Smithwick Tribunal. They've given, I understand, very comprehensive evidence, which is to be published today. They were not minded to give evidence to the tribunal directly. That was their call, and I understand the disappointment of the tribunal on that score. But let's bear this in mind. Over the course of the decades of conflict, many incidents happened. A lot of harm was visited on people across the board. And we do need to find a method and a mode of having conversations and getting at the truth, most especially for people who are victims and survivors of that conflict. And can I put it back to the Taoiseach? If the Taoiseach is, as he claims, so concerned about people who suffered during the conflict, well, let him, along with the British government and all of the rest of us, move very smartly on and establish the kind of tribunal that does facilitate the telling of stories and getting at the truth and hopefully getting at some form of reconciliation and healing.
Do you defend the right of those provisional IRA members to disengage with the tribunal, or do you think that they should engage and give direct evidence?
Well, we were clear from the start with the establishment of the Smithwick Tribunal that we would do everything within our power to ensure that there was engagement with former IRA volunteers. That has happened, and it's not actually accurate to say that they have disengaged. The evidence has been given. It will be published today. And now the real challenge, particularly for the Taoiseach, but indeed for all of us, is to move as speedily as we can to form a tribunal that in a comprehensive, even-handed, non-partisan way looks at the events of those troubled years, hears people's stories, and gets to a point where we can all reconcile ourselves with the past and move on. But it's important to emphasise, the term disengagement is the wrong term for the Taoiseach to be using, and he will know full well as you and I know, that this is actually a historic first for former volunteers to engage in the process. I think it was right that they did so. They gave their evidence, but the big challenge for all of us in politics is to find the mechanism and the means to allow the truth, all of the truths from the decades of conflict to be heard.